Good evening, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, and divine feminines. I've decided to do a reading only for you because I just felt the urge and the need to let you know about yourself as well. Because somewhere I feel that this twin flame connection, guys, is going through, yes, it's going through a lot of challenges, but it's growing. There is something above and beyond what we can see is happening in this journey of this twin flame here. So, I decided to do another reading for you. I did the Divine Masculine reading in the morning, and I want to check your energies as well, guys, just to understand this journey for the twin flame that is kind of, something above and beyond is happening under the curtains. And that's the feeling I'm getting, right? That's the feeling. And see, I've got you here on my table, Divine Feminine. I don't know if you can see me, guys, but this is something that I had for a very, very long time. I don't remember where I got it from, or maybe I brought it a very, very long time ago. And as I was kind of decluttering my closet, I got hold of this beautiful figure. It exactly fits into the persona of what you are, Divine Feminine. So beautiful. Look, so pretty. Sitting confidently in your little chair, looking at the world, thinking a lot, wondering what is the next thing that's going to happen. You know, you got a little smile on your face, like you're not sad. That's what I'm getting. You're not elated either, but you're not sad, right? But you're just being curious. You're being very, very curious about the whole situation, as curious as I am. And that's why I'm doing this reading, guys, right? Because, something about the whole scenario is kind of getting me more curious with all the eclipses, the blood moon, everything that happened in the cosmos. A lot of things have moved. A lot of things, a lot of situations have moved, both in your case as well as in the divine masculine's case, too. Now, this reading will be again 7 to 10 days reading from the 31st until the 10th of June-ish kind of reading, right? So take what resonates with you guys and leave the rest. Now, before I start the reading, I got hold of a beautiful quotation today as I was again, going through my old journals, my books, and everything. And I want to read this out to you guys. It's very, very nice. It says, the most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and a deep loving concern. Beautiful people do not just happen. Do you follow what I'm trying to say? The beautiful people just do not happen. They are built, right? They are built over time through losses, through pain, through suffering, through grief, through every kind of challenge. Because if there is no challenge in our life, we do not understand what is black and what is white. So, in order for us to become beautiful in ourselves, forget about the rest of the world, guys. Just in ourselves, we have to have the challenges. We are the chosen ones, divine femmes. You are the chosen one, divine masculine are the chosen ones, right? There is this, that's what I'm saying, this transition, the transformation process is more than what you and me can feel, see, and hear. There is a lot of undercover activities from the cosmos that is happening in this twin flame connection, the one that we have been following for a very, very long time, right? Okay, now before I delve into your energies, guys, your main energy, right? What is your main energy that I'm getting out of this? Now, this cards will be read only keeping you in mind. Masculine, feminine, I'm not looking. I'm just looking at the energy, right? because everything that is happening here is pertaining to your story. So you have the King of Pentacle in the reverse, the Devil in the reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So clearly, something was blocking you from moving towards your happiness, towards a new cycle that you want to start, right? And this is the time period they're telling you guys that whatever you have lost, whatever empire, whatever money, whatever story in your life that you have lost, your confidence, your Midas touch, right? That whatever you touch have turned into gold. Whatever you have lost, there has to be a release and a purge of that situation. It's a lot of purging time for you as well as the divine masculine. You have to purge that old story in order to finish off that old cycle and move towards a new beginning in your life, divine feminine. That's what they're telling you. Where the Hermit and the Sun appears, look at the majors you have in here. It's a big time. You got the Devil in the reverse, the Wheel in the reverse, you got the Hermit upright and the Sun upright, which is clearly telling me you are coming into your wisdom. You're getting a lot of enlightenment about the whole story. You're understanding not only about yourself, you're understanding about this twin flame connection, that there is something above and beyond your control that is moving through the cosmos, as I just told you. And with your deep internal solitude, you also have kind of taken yourself away from all kind of situations, divine feminine. You are looking into the whole situation. You're shining your lantern upon your wisdom, upon your illumination of whatever that illumination, the epiphany, the understanding that you are gathering in yourself, divine femme. Right? Because you're understanding a lot of things that before you probably haven't paid attention to, or probably you had been very, very tight in yourself, where you did not let the universe speak to you in the way you're now letting it speak to you. Okay, so you're coming to some kind of a big revelation here, enlightenment, because this eclipse is clearing up a lot of things in people's life. The blood moon was in the Hindu mythology, it's called the Buddha Purnima, right? It's a full moon on the day that Gautam Buddha had got his enlightenment, right? So you are kind of, in that same energy here, trying to get a lot of enlightenment in yourself, because spiritual enlightenment, guys, it's not just enlightenment of what you see and hear and feel and think. No, it's a very, very deep spiritual enlightenment of understanding divine femmes in yourself, guys. Okay, the Ace of Pentacle, the Two of Wand in the reverse, and the Two of Wand. So basically, you know that you have gone through a period of bad financial planning or a bad planning, anything that did not materialize, right? Where you wanted to start something new, it could be a business, it could be a home, property, anything that was blocked because there was some kind of a disturbance in here, which you're reopening again. You're reopening. Your desire to change things in life is coming back into shape, guys. Divine Femme. It's coming back into shape because you see, with the Page of Pentacle, right? Page of Pentacle, the Hermit in the reverse, and then the Three of Wand, right? You have realized that the reason you could not manifest what you wanted to manifest in your life was because, like the Divine Masculine, you too had lost your way. You too had lost your way. You had isolated from the world. Not only that, you had not looked at things in the right way, Divine Femme, which is where your knowledge and wisdom to look above and beyond your horizon is coming back into life, where you can see, you can envision, you can think far ahead, you can see far ahead, not just today, 3 years down the line, 5 years down the line? What are you looking at for yourself, Divine Femme? What are you thinking? What do you want to bring back in your life? Is that kind of energy that is kind of coming back into yourself? Because with the Star card and the Nine of Wands in the reverse, it clearly tells me, and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, it clearly tells me, guys, that you had forgotten about yourself somewhere. Very tired, very exhausted. You were running out of fuel in yourself, right? There was probably a lot of overspending you have done. You have not been able to achieve back your fruit of success, the labor that you have put in, because you were very tired to enjoy anything in your life. Because you forgot about the Star, guys. You forgot to rejuvenate yourself. You forgot to heal yourself. That's why everything around you was feeling very tiresome. Very tiresome. Whereas the Empress in the Minor Arcana, you had stopped any kind of creation, any kind of creative activity in your life, guys, right? The Eight of Wands in the reverse, the Three of Cups in the reverse, you had no communication with people. You were not really socializing, is also what I'm getting, guys. You were kind of backtracking in your little shell, right? You were not moving around in circles from where you're coming to the point of expansion, of expanding yourself, because you're learning to understand yourself better, Divine Femme. That it's okay, whatever has happened before, has taken a toll on you, has definitely taken a toll on you. When you have kind of segregated yourself from people, when now you're pushing yourself to work with people, you will be again pushing yourself to work back with people, to understand people, because you did not heal. There was a lot of healing that was left incomplete in yourself, Divine Femme, which kind of stopped your creativity, threw you off your loop with your finances, with everything. Maybe you lived out of your pocket, out of your budget for some of you, and you were very, very tired of kind of balancing yourself with your money and your emotions and everything that you did in everyday's life, right? So that kind of threw you out of your full nourishment, your understanding, because you forgot to heal. You did not heal completely, guys, and that is the reason you could not manifest what you had wanted. You lost your way, you lost your interest in any kind of manifestation where you could have seen, you could have done your soul searching, you could have given time to yourself to understand what it is that you now need to manifest, from where you're coming to the point of understanding it's time to expand, to move forward, and to manifest your dreams once again, right? And that is where everything that went wrong in your life, guys, where you could not move, you could not move. You got stuck because of a bad planning, bad investment, bad thinking, whatever that happened. It's where you're opening the door once again. You're getting ready to take that call. You're getting ready to take that decision to bring everything back into the right place, to expand with people, to work with people, to get back into business of what you have done or what you will be expanding into, right? More so probably with your work related affairs. For some, I'm even getting that. Maybe some of you guys want to move, right? Relocate for your own happiness, where you will be able to bring back yourself again in the right way. Collaboration with people is very important in this expansion part of the story. So you're coming to terms, basically. You're coming to terms with your own self, Divine Feminine, that it's time to move on. It's really time to move on. The old story needs to be over and done with. That's where the illumination, right? That's where you're coming to terms with your own understanding, with your own thought process, with your own self-confidence. You are being enlightened for your own benefit from the universe, from the universe. Beautiful, guys. Okay. Now let's move into the reading here, Divine Femme, to see what it is now that's happening in your life. But definitely your intentions are changing, guys, for the better. You're thinking ahead, you're being very practical, you're being very wise. Now you're perhaps discussing things with people, trying to get a better clarity of yourself, trying to understand what it is that you can now do in order to revive yourself in the right way, to create back that aura of happiness, luxury, anything that could call for self employment, business opportunity, anything that makes you glow in pride. Once again, Divine Femme. Okay, so let's start the reading, guys, and let's see what we have for you here. We start off with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So clearly it talks about a block in your life. Block about giving and receiving, block with your money perhaps, right? Block with you're not being generous. You don't want to be generous. You are kind of, holding on tight to whatever you have in your life, Divine Femme. And that also it could also mean your time, your emotions. You're not very willing to give away everything very easily anymore. That's more so I'm getting out of this block in here with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, right? Yeah, you're attached to something still. You're still attached to something, some kind of power, some kind of domination, some kind of stinginess that is in you, where you don't want to freely, like I said, where you don't want to be freely giving things to people or to anybody for that matter anymore. You're holding on, you're being stingy with the sun, with the illumination, with the knowledge. Maybe you're not sharing. Okay, maybe you're not sharing that knowledge or that illumination, you're keeping it to yourself. Whatever you're learning, whatever you're thinking of going forward, you could be very secretive. You're not, you have that illumination, you're getting hold of that light in yourself, but you're not really letting it out. You're not sharing it with everybody here with the Ten of Cups in the reverse, because somewhere you don't trust people anymore, Divine Femme. You don't trust people anymore. You don't believe in those people who you believe or who you think can really be happy for you. So that's why you're holding back. That's why you're holding back, because there is definitely a lack of emotional trust in people. The High Priestess, that's why you're silent. You're very silent about your game plan here. Yeah, you're very, very silent about this illumination that's happening. You're not telling this to anybody. Whatever your decisions in life is, you're very, very quiet about it. Very, very quiet. Yeah, the Four of Swords. You are healing, praying, meditating, contemplating, but you're not talking about your plan. You're not. You're very, very quiet about the whole situation of whatever that illumination and enlightenment is coming back into your life, Divine Femme. You're not letting it out, guys, period. To the Ten of Cups, to that happily ever after, right? To be happy, to trust people once again, to know that people are for you and you are for them. Whoever it is, could be your family members, could be you by yourself with your friends, community, or in a personal relationship, right? To live happily ever after with the Judgment in the reverse. You're not trusting this. You're not trusting this. There's something in that situation, guys, with the Ten of Cups, that is telling me that you have taken a decision not to let things out. Really. That's why you're not inviting back something in your life right away. With the judgment in the reverse, you're not taking a decision on this story right away. You're taking your time. Yeah, you're taking your time. You don't want to rush into a situation because it also possibly could be, guys, what I'm getting is that the trust that has been broken in this journey of love has hurt you so badly, where you had lacked your self awareness, right? And you did not doubt people, but now you're coming to the point of doubting everybody here. You don't know who it can be who will hurt you again. So you're not rushing forward to that kind of a situation with your emotions, the Queen of Cups. You're taking your time. You are. You are definitely taking your time to understand yourself better, Divine Femme. So, you know what I'm getting, guys, is that right away you're not making any judgment call with regards to yourself, to your emotions. You are kind of taking your time to fathom out, to figure out yourself better. There is a lot of lingering resentment in yourself, in the mental energy, guys, where you do have the desire to reconcile and to forgive the past. You do. Because you are in the Queen of Cups energy, right? And you are very sympathetic. And in your understanding, you do have the desire to reconcile and forgive. There is a lingering resentment, but at the same time, you are in doubt about the Ten of Cups. You're doubting that you will get hurt again if you open up and say anything right now. That's why you're quiet. To the Nine of Swords, but this is keeping you up in the night, right? Because on one hand, see the ebb and the flow. On one hand, you are quiet, you want to reconcile, you want to forgive the Divine Masculine, but on the other hand, you're not rushing forward because you are still doubting the fact that you will, again, like I said, you will get hurt. So you are quiet. But at the end of the day, it's troubling you. It's troubling you, the Nine of Swords. You're not being able to completely forget or forgive the whole situation totally. To the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, because you see, Divine Femme, what is happening to you guys is that you're feeling that you had put in a lot of effort with the man you fell in love with, who is your twin, right? And you did. You did. You definitely sacrificed a lot. You gave a lot of time, energy. Some of you could have even shared your wealth, I'm not sure. But you definitely did a lot, right? But you could not reap back any harvest. That's kind of giving you the pain. That's kind of putting you through that painful part of the story. To the Ace of Swords in the reverse, because there was a lot of dishonesty here. There was a lot of dishonesty from this person, the Divine Masculine, guys, that is getting very hard for you to forgive. To forgive. To the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and that's why you're so bitter. You're still very, very bitter, but your emotions are telling you that you want to reconcile and forgive. There is a lingering resentment because deep down your heart, you guys still love one another. Let me be very blunt here. But when it comes to the mental and logical energy, you are looking at this from the Queen of Swords in the reverse, where you are very, very bitter about what happened in here, guys. To the Two of Wands in the reverse. that everything that you had wanted came to an end. All the roads were closed for you, right? A lot of bad planning that you had initiated. So somewhere you're also blaming yourself, is also what I'm getting, Divine Femme, for having done what you did in this connection, right? To the wheel, to the wheel in the reverse. Your last cycle, right? Your last cycle here that you could not change. To the Six of Cups, where you could, you wanted to leave something behind and move away from that forever. Really. To the Empress in the reverse, and create back your own abundance. Create back your personal growth, but you got stuck in that energy where you could not create back your personal growth. Because you know that cycle is in the reverse, right? That's where the Two of Wands is in the reverse. Your bitterness has been holding you back. You could not move. It's too much of bitterness. You could not move, and the wheel did not move, right? Where you wanted to leave this nostalgia of the past relationship behind, forgive and move out of that situation, because you know that there has been no fertility here. There has been no growth here, but you just could not do it. And you got stuck here. You wanted to give birth because you wanted to give birth to this story. You love this man and this was your intention. But what happened in here with the wheel not turning, nothing moved in your life. And you could not leave this because somewhere you were still holding on to the fact of thinking that one day you will be able to nurture this connection. Right? You wanted to nurture this connection, guys, but you could not. You could not nurture, you could not be creative with this connection. You could not really make this connection work. To the Eight of Swords. That's why you're very quiet. Very, very quiet. It's troubling you. And the night when you think back, when you lie down on your bed, put your head on the pillow, these are the thoughts that's coming back into the surface or will come back into the surface. And to a large extent, guys, you might be even ending up blaming yourself for keeping up with this dishonest act for a very long time and not taking action on this, which is the action you're taking today. By being very icy and cold towards this dishonesty, right? And blocking everything right now in your life. You're not moving anywhere. You're putting an end to that. You're blocking it. Not an end, but you're just kind of blocking. You're not moving out of that situation. And that's why the wheel has not moved, because you're not moving, right? You're not moving. So nothing new is being created in the situation now, and you know it, and it's kind of troubling you. And that's where you're feeling there is a lot of mental sabotage. Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, right? You're feeling very, very stuck in your head, guys. You're feeling very stuck in your head. You're not feeling good logically, mentally. Your situation is not really good, because with the Lovers, with the significant energy of love, right? You're feeling stuck. It's a very high level of mental sabotage that you're not being completely able to leave this situation either. Though you're being very bitter and cold and you know that nothing new is being created in this situation, even then, somewhere, you're still hanging on to this energy, guys. And you're feeling even more nostalgic and bitter about the whole situation because you're not being able to express how you're truly feeling inside your logical mind. with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, because there is total chaos in the mind, Divine Feminine. There is a lack of direction. There is total chaos in the mind at this point in time with regards to this energy of the Lovers. Total chaos. You know, a complete lack of direction in your sense, in your head. Logical direction is not there at all towards the King of Swords in the reverse, because you are also becoming very manipulative in your understanding, guys. Right? It's like a tit for tat kind of an attitude that is not making you happy. Let me tell you that. It's not making you happy at all, because you somewhere this connection is still there with you. This Lover's connection, the soulmate, twin flame connection is very much a part of your life, Divine Femme. But at the same time, there has been total mental chaos in yourself and here, where there has been a lot of manipulation that has been going on logically in your head, where the Four of Cups in the reverse is telling me that slowly you're understanding that it is not the right thing to do. That wisdom is coming back, that it is not the right thing to do. It's a very vengeful kind of an energy I'm getting out here. Right? When you want to prove, like I said, on one hand, you are very compassionate and kind. You want to forgive and forget. But with the Queen of Swords in the reverse and the King of Swords in the reverse, there is a lot of iciness, coldness, and a lot of vengeance, that you want to prove that it's okay, I don't want it. But at the end of the day, it's giving you trouble in the night, because somewhere you're not being able to console yourself that you are doing the right thing, because there is total mental chaos in your understanding. And that's where slowly you will come to realize that what you have been thinking about the man or the whole situation may not have been the complete truth. There could be more things that you still don't know here. And as slowly you can forgive yourself, right? You have to forgive yourself, Divine Femme, towards your wisdom and understanding that what he did was wrong. Yes, he looked at the 3 dented cups and he forgot about you. But when you realize this, you will realize that that period is over for this man. He is also going through a lot of pain, right? So somewhere you will slowly gather back your wisdom in your understanding, in your logical part, with your emotions. You will be enlightened about the whole situation. Right now you are not. It's coming to you very, very slowly. And that will happen only when you can clear your mental situation, not otherwise. Otherwise, you will be in that energy where you will kind of fight this mental energy all the time with the person. If it is also an energy I'm getting that if somebody is coming forward to tell you something, you will be very manipulative towards that situation, which involves the Lovers, right? So consider if the Divine Masculine has to tell you something, your reply towards him will be very, very different than what you would have done before. That's because there is total mental chaos in yourself, Divine Femme. And that is where your understanding will come back into light once you can clear your own logical part of the story, basically. Okay? To the Page of Wands, curiosity, desire, spiritual growth, expansion, trying to figure out more, taking a risk, very young, maybe communication too, right? Communication too, but a desire is building up slowly in here as the Page of Wands, right? Very early stage towards the Ace of Wands, right? Slowly, it will all happen once you can get hold of this wisdom. That's when things will start improving for you, Divine Femme. where you will slowly understand that it is the divine who does everything. You have no control on this. If the divine beginning has to happen, it will happen. You have to wait for that story to manifest at the right time or in the right time. But there is definitely a new beginning in the horizon. And you will realize that with the Page of Pentacle in the reverse, where you will, you're not really working for that, guys. You're not putting in much effort for this, anyways, though you're curious to see what happens in here. But you're really not doing your due diligence for this new beginning in here. You're just very quietly observing, I would also say that. But you're also being very curious to see what happens from here going forward, right? But you're not really spending your time to do anything towards that story. With the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, you're trying to come out of that situation by yourself, right? You're trying to get back into your warmth. You're trying to come out of that bitterness. You're working towards your story here, but you're not putting much effort in here towards the divine inspiration. You are trying to do this, but you're curious to see. You're curious to see what happens in here once this divine intervention happens. What happens in here? So probably you're waiting for it, but at the same time, you're desiring a change in your life as well. And it's high time for you to start to function in the right way as well, I'm getting, right? So they could possibly be telling you, Divine Femme, that it's time for you to put in more effort towards this situation to come out of it, right? But you're not. You're not moving towards it. You're very, very quietly looking at the whole situation here, holding that same want, being very curious, passionate, right? Curious more to see what happens. While you're desiring a change of circumstance in your life, coming out of that victim mentality, coming out of that feeling very cold and bitter, feeling left out in the cold, you're desiring a change of circumstance in your life for sure. And that's why the page shows up. That's a beginning. You're desiring a change of situation in your life here. To the Tower. Wow. Epiphany. Awakening. Shift. Movement. Shake up. To the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. That this is the time to do something for yourself. You had been sitting in a place where you were not happy, Divine Femme. And it's time for you to become the Empress. It's time for you to bring back your life in the right order. That's the shift. That's the shift that is occurring in here towards the Queen of Wands. That's who you are. And this is what they're telling you. Bring back yourself, Divine Femme. Bring back yourself. You're magnetic, you're magnificent, you're beautiful, you're esoteric. You are the most sexiest woman in the tarot deck here. As the Queen of Wands. Nobody can beat you here. You're the life of any party. You are fun to be with. You love people. People love you for who you are. You're charming. You are like that, like the honeybee. You attract the honey in your life. You attract all the sweetness in your life, right? The Seven of Cups. But you have to be very, very wise now. You have to be very picky, very choosy with your decisions, words, emotions, and options you have towards the Queen of Pentacles, towards owning back your title again, towards your self-care, knowing who you are, sitting on the throne and enjoying life in the right possible way. To the Page of Cups, going through a nice emotional experience. Once again, opening your heart slowly to understanding that there is a lot of things in life that concerns emotions and not always grief. Not always grief with the Five of Cups, right? So that's that they're telling you. The tower is moving here, guys, for you. And this tower will bring in that shift in your thinking, the shift to understand who you are in your power, the shift to know what it is that you have to do, how wise you are to make the right decision and choices and options to win back your title, to really win back your title and yourself, to experience a new emotional experience from the grief that has been lingering in your life. So they are telling you that grief has taught you or will teach you a lot of lesson. That's why I read out the first thing to you, right? That we learn because of the challenges. We grow because of the pain. We understand people better because we have suffered in our life. And that's exactly the message that's coming in here, Divine Femme, for you. To the Two of Pentacles. Balancing back your priorities. Coming back into balance, being happy with what you have in your life. Trying to make the best of both the world. Right? Material and spiritual world for some of you. Balancing both material and spiritual harvest. To the Fool, you want to stand here and trust your dream. Dream that you will be able to balance back your life, trusting that you can go and take a leap forward towards a new beginning in your life. From the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, letting go of that fear, of that insecurity to the world in the reverse to complete and close the old cycle of your life. There is an unfinished business that needs to be finished for you as well, Divine Femme. To the Ace of Swords, the truth has to be told. Nothing but the truth. Truth and nothing but the truth. The Divine will be gifting you with the sword. With the sword, where the truth now needs to be told, has to be exposed, and has to be freely thrown towards this situation here. To the Nine of Wands in the reverse, because you're tired of waiting for the truth, Divine Femme. That's what I said. Spiritually, mentally, passionately, you're exhausted. You're exhausted. You have been waiting far too long for the truth. That's where there is unfinished business that now needs to be finished. To the Knight of Wands in the reverse. But you are not being inspired to work for yourself. You have to be inspired to wake up and take the call for yourself, to wake up and get back into the right energy, guys. You're not taking action, Divine Femme. You're not taking action towards yourself. That's what they are telling you. With the King of Wands, you have to look at the bigger picture. Masculine, feminine, we have both energies in ourselves. You have to become inspiring, motivational. You have to be the leader. You have to take up the challenges. Yes, it's a challenge. It's a challenge to get up and do things again for you. When you are feeling very tired, very negative, very drowned in your energetic level, Divine Feminine. But here it is. The Knight of Wands, you're not taking inspired action. You need to be inspired here to understand as the King of Wands that you are the leader, guys. You are the entrepreneur. You can begin something in your life once again if you can energetically pull yourself out of that difficult situation, Divine Feminine, and work towards yourself. Really. Work towards yourself. It's very important, guys. And that is the enlightenment. I'm going back to this over and over again. That is the enlightenment you will receive, that spiritual enlightenment is coming to you from the universe. To the Chariot in the reverse, there's a block with your movement because you're still not ready. You're still not ready, Divine Femme. That's why there is a block with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, where you're scared to leave behind what you have now. You're scared of any kind of change. You're fearing a change. That's why you're not moving from the place you are in. You're fearing some kind of change. With the page of Sword in the reverse, you could be talking about it a lot. Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, but you're not taking action on this. Because deep down your heart, you're fearing a change. You don't want to. But you could be telling people, oh, you want to do it, oh, you're ready for it, oh, you're going to leave this situation, you're going to go look for another person, you're going to have a beautiful life. You could be telling all that to people, but in reality, it's all talk and no work. To the Hangman in the reverse, and you know that. You know that, and that's why you're stalling yourself, you're not moving, Divine Femme, because you're scared of that change. You're scared of what you are going forward to, or who you want to invite back in your life again. That's why you're stalling that situation, guys. You're not moving. To the Ace of Wands in the reverse, and no inspired action here. You're not taking any inspired action towards this movement, guys. You are quiet. To the King of Pentacles, where you're kind of bringing back yourself, your stability. You're bringing back that kind of accountability in your life. Where you want to take charge of your empire, of the people you love, of your Midas touch, of whatever you do in your life with full confidence brings you back your money, your health, your wealth, and the physical world. Really. So you're waiting, you're kind of going through this. You're not making a movement right now, but you're working like the King of Pentacles energy here, guys, to fill back your heart because your heart has been drained. Yeah, that's why you're not taking an inspired action, because you're not feeling ready for a change in your life, because you need back your heart to be filled with a lot of emotions that has run dry in this situation here. And that's why the Chariot is in the reverse. You're not moving forward towards any new situation as of now. No, you're not. To the Lovers in reverse, the disbalance, the harmony in this relationship, the disbalance and the lack of harmony in this relationship. A significant relationship in here that has fallen apart for you, Divine Femme. To the Six of Wands, you want to get out, you want to be victorious. You want to be back in the public eye again, right? You want people around you who will celebrate you and celebrate your success for who you are, walking out of the situation by yourself. To the Eight of Swords, but you're getting stuck in your head. Once again, right here. You're feeling nostalgic. You're feeling troubled. You're not being able to even move out. You're getting stuck in your logic, in your head in here. You want to. You really want to, Divine Femme, but it's not permitting you. Your logic is not permitting you to move forward. The Three of Wands in the reverse, and that's where you have stopped looking at things, and there is a lot of obstruction right now that you're facing with your movement. There are a lot of challenges you're possibly going through, which is also keeping you occupied in yourself. For some, I'm even getting that. Right? To the Eight of Pentacles, where you need to refocus and rework on something in your life that requires your attention right away, Divine Femme. That requires your complete attention right away. Either it's your work, it's your home. Either it's your work or home, children, family, anything that requires your focus and dedication. That's where you're probably facing a lot of challenges in here when you're not being able to move right now out of a disturbed relationship that you know in this connection is not there anymore, or maybe it is something that you had before in your life which probably you wanted to move out of, but you are not being able to move out of this. Yeah, because there is a lot of obstructions and obstacles in your life right now that is stopping you from even taking a trip, relocation, movement, anything towards your future. But you're having to work very hard, guys, towards something which is causing a lot of despair in your life as well, causing a lot of despair in your life because you are probably keeping awake in the night and working through some very important project in your life that is holding you in your head, and that kind of tiredness and despair that comes to you when you're not being able to sleep in the night well and you get up quite groggy in the morning, right? To the four of sword in the reverse, you're feeling, that's why you're feeling very restless about the whole situation. You're feeling very restless about this whole situation because there is a conflict here. There is a lot of competition in your life, Divine Femme, from where you're trying to move out, and this competitive group of people could be putting you through a lot of pressure. For some, I'm even getting that, right? They're putting you through a lot of unhealthy competition, lot of pressure that is keeping you awake in the night when you're trying to fight those people by putting in your best effort. But that is kind of tiring you out as well and making you feel very, very restless in yourself, guys, with regards to your justice, with your karma, right? This is a part of your karma that you're facing right now. It is. Whatever is going on, where you're not able to sleep, you're not able to think anything, you're very, very highly concentrated on some kind of a situation, either in yourself, internal or external, is keeping you awake, where you're trying to focus and work on yourself better, but you are being pulled back into that state of despair over and over again with regards to this Five of Wands, which is your karma. Divine Feminine, which is your karma here, with the Three of Cups in the reverse, right? This third party situation can even exist for you, where you possibly have disowned people in your life. Yeah. Because those are the people who could have been talking about this whole situation of the twin flame, and pulling you in that direction where you possibly have cut out people from your life. But now there is another curiosity here with the Page of Wands. You want to see how karma changes this whole scenario in your life. You're waiting for the right karma to take shape and form in your life in here, Divine Feminine. Right? So you're waiting for that. You're spiritually understanding the whole process, that there has been a fight with people in here. It also could be the third party, those extra energies that had been involved between you and the divine masculine, right? Which you are cutting off, where there has been a lot of brutal warfare between those people and you, right? But now you know that those people are no longer there in this situation, and you're curious to see what is going to happen with your karma, with this commitment in here that either you had or the divine masculine had. Yeah. It could be anybody here having that kind of commitment, that kind of had a lot of fight involved in this with the people, which was a commitment of the karma. So now you're possibly, that's why probably you're not resting, because you're very curious to see the outcome of what happens to those people now, and to the justice that brings back, and the justice that comes back into your life once the situation completely dissolves. It also could be that, right? But there is a lot of curiosity here, definitely. A lot of curiosity that is looking up, and telling you that you have to wait. You will get to see the result for yourself, Divine Femme. If that is what is irking you, if that is what is pushing you. So, what they are saying is it's okay, take your time, do your work, do your meditation, do your understanding, get your wisdom, look after yourself, understand yourself better, be illuminated, be enlightened, and wait for the result to come to you. You will see the result. You will, right? But you have to hold your horses, guys, to see the result. It won't happen in a day, in 2 days, but you will see it. So if that thought is continuously in your mind about this third party situation, it will not let you rest in peace, guys, because your curiosity is getting the better of you. Right? Your curiosity is getting the better of you. Every moment you want to know, oh, is the third party still there? Is the karmic still there? What is happening? What is not happening? No, you don't have to. Just wait for it. Don't feel so restless about the whole situation, because whatever is happening in your life is happening for a reason, Divine Feminine. So you have to keep your self balanced, tempered, know yourself better, and do your work. Leave the rest on the universe to complete that process for you. Okay? So this is what I have for you guys. Until I see you once again, till then, goodbye, God bless, much love, and namaste.